In this video, we're taking a look at self-love. We hear it all the time nowadays. Love yourself. We hear that loving ourselves is the most important and beneficial thing we can do. What we sometimes don't hear or fail to understand is why. Why should we love ourselves? Isn't love supposed to come from those around us, from our family, our friends, and our partners? Yes and no, to tell you honestly. True love should come from within though. Yes, they may love you, but that love often comes with conditions. Self-love is the way to ensure you are always loved. So let's take a look at why self-love is important. Self-love is having a relationship with yourself that has compassion, kindness, patience, and tolerance and curiosity. Self-love is about giving yourself grace and forgiveness when you inevitably make mistakes. Because the relationship you have with yourself is the only true lifelong relationship, self-love is the most important love of your life. That's because your sense of self-worth can't ever be fulfilled by external validation. It needs to come from within. The exchange of love in a healthy relationship requires concrete self-love from both parties. And it doesn't mean you have to always prioritize your needs over everyone else's, or that you are so nice to yourself that you never take accountability or responsibility for mistakes you made. If anything, having a good relationship with yourself is a selfless act, because how you treat others is often a reflection of how you treat yourself. Self-love is about giving yourself grace and forgiveness when you inevitably make mistakes, as said before. It doesn't mean that you are arrogant or even worse, a narcissist. It is about believing in yourself and trusting yourself and your intentions. A lack of self-love could make you a magnet for dysfunctional relationships, because when you truly love yourself, it's harder to tolerate other people treating you poorly. Having a good relationship with yourself is also the first steps towards building your self-esteem. Because if you're always looking for external forces to affirm your sense of self-worth, chances are you'll probably be disappointed. Instead, this reassurance should come from within. Many of us has been through trials in our lives that impacted our mental health, our sense of self or outlook, and our worldview. Often, trauma leaves us feeling as though we are worth less than we were before the incident. Cultivating our sense of self-love to come from internal and not external sources allows us to move beyond the negative past experiences, because self-love heals past trauma and wounds. Once you have self-love, you can set better, healthier, more realistic and authentic goals for yourself. How many times have you set a goal for yourself that was rooted in negativity? When we love ourselves, we no longer seek to fix ourselves with the unreasonable standards, but instead to seek to nourish ourselves. We have a more accurate knowledge of our worth and our skills and can educate what would be most beneficial to strive toward. You are worthy just as you are of love. Stop holding out on yourself.